Hello and welcome back to another episode. Happy Halloween. Hopefully you're having a great Halloween. I am very much enjoying myself. And today I really want to get into the spirit of things by playing Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem on Gamecube. This is flat out one of my favourite horror games of all time, not least because of the way that the game plays with you and your sanity.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical
Incantation.
This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time, before humanity.
I love it.
I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near.
You see,
Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
you see, I really should have come across Lovecraft sooner. I mean, I love this. Why didn't I read Lovecraft earlier? So we're under siege right from the get-go. Undead monsters. Ah, I've run out of ammo. What can I do? I can't. Ah! Ah! Also, they really should have made a sequel to this game.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LeGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been
An incident.
an accident.
An
with your
accident.
grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Ah, Miss Roivas. I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see.
Not much to see?
Miss Roivas,
What sort of nonsense is that?
is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him.
Could have warned him.
He's wearing our family
Warned her.
ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me
Yeah,
this?
why are you showing her this?
Check dental records or something? What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's
No head.
No, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
2 weeks later, shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion, the place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past, and possibly a tie to his murderer, it would be here. And here we are. Now, it is, of course, a very dark game, both in terms of tone, but also visually. So this mansion is very atmospheric, and in that sense, when I first played this game, I remember thinking that this feels a little bit like, well, Resident Evil. I very much approved of that influence. The books in this corner seem to focus on supernatural writings. On the supernatural, the writings of Poe, Lovecraft, poetry of Blake, the art of Bosch, everything with a tie to ethereal horror or fantasy. It is all here. A reference likely to the arcane. Was this Alex's grandfather's secret hobby? That's a good question. No, nothing there. That's interesting. Oh, detail of the clock. A slight draft can be felt issuing from beneath the bookshelf, almost as though a vent or empty space is behind it. Oh. I seem to think recall that there's a way of getting back there. Well, of course there is. Door. Let's see. Examine. Portraits of the ancestral Roivus line. The foyer line, no, ancestral Roivus line the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There is something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. Well, the music doesn't, also gives a bit of an unsettling feeling. Let's see what else there is. The hands appear to be stuck, and yet the clock continues to tick, with the time permanently set to 3:33, which is the same time that she received the phone call. There's a key at the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex look at the key? Yeah, go on then. Dresser key. It isn't for winding it at all. Oh, it looks like a dresser key. Okay, cool. Right, well, I think we need to set the clock to 3:33, which is also, as legend would have it, the witching hour. It's the time of night when evil forces hold most sway over the living. So, okay, how do we... Oh, is there no way to change that? Interesting. Okay. Is there a dresser I can open? Return. Let's see. The warm glow of candlelight, the Roivas family tree hangs on the wall. Shadows flitter across its surface, obscuring the detail. If one looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. Open door. Oh. This is a rather nice house. Brass framed mirrors set into the wall. The mirror's direction can be adjusted by means of two crankshafts set below it. A curious device. Is it related to the telescope in some way? Should Alexis adjust the mirror? Ah, go on then. How do we adjust this mirror? Is it? Oh, okay. I've only got one crankshaft. Rats. A globe cradled in a wooden frame. Its glossy surface is painted in the likeness of an ancient map. A lens is situated in the northern hemisphere above a label that reads, "There be dragons here." Okay. This is just a brilliant game. So something which I really love about this game is the way that it is absolutely designed to mess with you. Part of the key in terms of the gameplay is that sorting through the books, Alex sees one that seems to be placed differently than all the others, as if drawing attention to itself. The curious, she examines it. Upon the inside cover, shaky handwritten shapes, numbers 333. She replaces the book. See, 333. It's important. It really is. Yeah. So the different levels that you play in the game are based around the accounts of different people who have dealt with this evil in the past, and all of them have had their sanity compromised. Okay, let's see. Detail. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner, gazing on this empty room with almost patriarchal air. Use the control stick to adjust the clock hands. Okay. Yep, let's adjust the clock hands to 3:33, I think. That's 3. And so, just as the characters start to go insane, you as the gamer are also challenged by this game. There are moments when it will present you with false realities. It will look as though the game has reset and you've lost all your gameplay. It's a very, very clever, creepy experience, and it all starts when we start to examine this book. Detail. A large, leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? Yes. Email.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish.
Yep, it's pure Lovecraft, and
Think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality, to see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone.
Ancient Persia, 26 BC. Very cool.
Viris quies candam est, viris consolandi. Facusatis aquae summa, et animus eorum confirma. Pugna quis, dia sit modo prima mutarum,
Si inquietam confiamos.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
It's just oh. Pius Augustus. It is just, like I say, pure Lovecraft. And to think I spent so many years loving this sort of stuff, and then only having really last year come across and actually read a Lovecraft story for the first time. My friends were right all those years. They absolutely were. I love it. And I love Lovecraft, apparently. I also love that this story begins like this, with the Roman centurion. Examine. The dais on the floor is finely crafted, inlaid with gold and gems that Pius cannot identify. A strong linear design is situated in the middle and is equally unknown to the Roman soldier. I love it. So, I guess we got to go down that hole. A shaft descends towards the next lower level. A ladder is situated on one side of the shaft. The ladder leads into the dank heart of the labyrinth. Danger lurks beneath, yet Pius' courageous resolve does not buckle. Should Pius climb down the ladder? Well, no, but we're gonna. Here we go. What is that? Oh. Okay. I love it. Even the popping of the fire is a bit creepy. I love that Pius reacts to it. He looks at it when it pops. Okay. There we go. The way to sort of the right trigger locks onto the enemy, and then you can sort of chew the body parts. Health meter. This meter represents life energy. Every time a character takes damage, the level will get lower. When it reaches zero, the character will die. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can we go for the head? Oh, it reached for its own head. That's really cool. On we go. Mysterious box. Examine. Strange granite block lies on the floor. Pick up. Oh. Oh no! Not more of them! Go away! Go away! Die! This was a game, again, my first experience with this one was as a rental. But there's just not enough time when you rent this story-driven game to really play it properly. So it wasn't really until finish him. It wasn't really until we bought the game that my brother and I were really able to get into this atmosphere and to understand it as well. Understand what's happening to us. Thankfully, he's a good Roman soldier with a decent Roman sword. Can we... I'm glad he has a gladius. Oh, there's another block. Oh, hang on. Nah. A pox on you. Also, it's a small thing, but it's not often that you get to play as a Roman gladiator, a Roman centurion. I mean, obviously, there have been games recently that I suppose give you that opportunity. I forgot what it was called now, but there was a launch title on the Xbox One, wasn't there, where you were a Roman soldier. Oh, they're calling my name. Down we go. See, look, again, he jumps when the fire pops. It's very good. Ah! I mean, the problem is he's been teleported into this place, so he can't just sort of walk out. That's probably part of the problem here. He can't just escape. Open door. Oh, a place for our granite blocks, perhaps. So let's put a granite block. The wall is prominently decorated with a strange lined symbol carved into the granite. Cut into the wall is a square hole lined with scratches as though something has been removed from it. Well, can we... Ah, bugger off. Ah, back off, man. I'm gonna run over here. Well, you see, I'm trying to awaken elder gods. Don't you understand? There we go. Surely. Okay. Well, should we finish? Okay, finish them. Okay. So now, use. The blue one. Use. I mean, you just would, wouldn't you? You know. You just would. It's the only way out to go forward. How can I get hold of that? There we go. Yeah. Pick up. And now I'm going to put it in the purple. Okay. Magically sealed in place. Oh. It seems to have opened a door. Is that the door that's back through here, maybe? Yeah. Oh, the statue of myself. Pious, you must prove your worth by destroying this statue. Okay. Okay. Well. So the arm, and the arm, and the body. This is a pretty good tutorial level. So presumably, I think the door opens as you strike the right parts of the statue. And here we are. Oh no, not... I've told you, I do not want to give... I'm not interested in your leaflets. Oh no, oh no. Can we run away? Ah. 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 Go away. It's the creeping madness. It's the relentlessness. Okay, what's going on? What's this glowy thing? Examine. A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pious push the button? Yeah. Why not? In for a penny. In for a denarii. And now step in the glowy bit. Slowly forward. Examine. A strange sculpture resembling a red-clawed worm mysteriously floats above the pedestal. Should Pious claim this artifact? Yeah, okay. I think Pious is, it's going to be a lasting effect here. Oh. I love it.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. Chaturga's power filled me, invigorating my dead body. With a touch, I could level buildings, rend the ground asunder, and channel power such as mortal men could only dream. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Well, Alex has acquired the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And there we go. So that's basically the opening of the game. Detail. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read this page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Should Alex take the chapter page? Maybe another time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Halloween playthrough of the beginning of Eternal Darkness. This is an excellent game. It really is. If you haven't tried it, you really should. And in some respects, I'm glad I haven't spoiled some of the more visceral scares or some of the more visceral interactions that you have with the game. The game really plays with you and plays with your sense of what's happening in the same way that the characters start to go insane. It's brilliant, and it's perfect for Halloween. As ever, guys, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.